Stoicism basically is a philosophy that makes you think about life in a different light. Meaning, instead of worrying about what's going to happen or worrying about what you cannot change, you give 100% of your energy to things you can change and 0% to things you cannot change. So that's the basic philosophy of Stoicism. And we're going to see that Entertainism feels about the same way, but we're going to go a little bit further. So what is the aim of philosophy? The aim of philosophy is wisdom. So philos means friend, and sophia means la sagesse. It means wisdom. So basically, when somebody adheres to a philosophy, it's for a specific aim. It's to gain wisdom, to view life in a different way. Because we have a tendency of viewing life from one single angle, which is where we were born, how we were raised, and that's the way it is. So philosophy pushes us to see things from various angles that maybe we wouldn't have thought of if we hadn't studied hedonism or nihilism or any other philosophy. So our aim today is to gain a little bit of wisdom, and we're going to see basically how that's going to be done. The aim of Entertainism is to basically view life as a single party. Basically, imagine that life is just an event that will last an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours. Like if you went to a wedding party, okay, you were not interested in going to this wedding party, but it is your brothers or your sisters, and you have to. So you weren't interested. So life is the same way. You weren't asked whether you wanted to come or not, but you had to be here. So now you're here. So the philosophy of Entertainism is, now I'm at this party, I never wanted to come, but I'm here. What do? Do I get, exactly, I enjoy it. So do I fight with the band? Do I fight with the food people? Do I complain? Do I mope? Do I pout? What do I do? And that basically, Entertainism is a way of looking at life as an event that starts and finishes, like a party, and saying, okay, I'm here. What can I do? I'm going to entertain myself. I'm going to have fun. Basically, that's it. There's nothing else, because whether you were rich, poor, you had a fight, not a fight, when it's over, and there's no difference after you're gone. A month after you're gone, looking back from death, from the grave, you're looking back at your life. Now, anything you might have done has no importance, no value. So you're looking back, life goes on as if you never existed. Okay? So what is left, therefore? The only thing that's left is the time you spend alive. So I'm alive, I'm going to have the best time of my life. I'm going to enjoy myself, I'm going to entertain myself, because death is coming. So I'm just going to enjoy it until it happens. Okay? That's the only thing I can do. So I'm not going to take anything very seriously. So how do I entertain myself? So first of all, we have to understand that when you adhere to a philosophy, it's like adhering to a new religion that you never heard of. It takes time. Adhering to a new philosophy, because, like I said, we have a tendency of judging. Like I see this person, right away I have an opinion about it. I don't like this. I don't like that. I didn't like his speech. I didn't like this movie. So we make opinions in 1 second. And we formulate that opinion, and we stick with that opinion until we're dead. But wisdom, the wisdom of philosophy is not to see things like that. It's going to take you years to formulate an opinion about anything, whether it's a car, or a human being, or anything. So that's the wisdom, not to jump to conclusions, not to say, no, I disagree with this. No, take time to think about it, because when you look at it from different angles and with a little bit more time and depth, you might learn something. But being closed-minded, you might not learn anything. So that's one thing. So what is fact? Meaning there's not going to be any opinion, any emotions, any feelings about something, any beliefs, any nothing. It's just fact or not fact. So we're going to see why this is important. Because facts have united the world. Meaning when I say this is a smartphone, okay? Everybody knows it's a smartphone. Well, let's say I have a smartphone. I don't know what my phone is. But she has it. Let's say this is the phone. Okay, this is a remote control. Everybody on earth will agree this is a remote control, regardless of color of skin, regardless of the cultural background, religion, anything. So facts unite us. When we take medicine, it makes us better, whether we believe in it or don't believe in it. Now, beliefs belong to people depending on where they came from. If you were born in Casablanca or Morocco, most likely you have a set of beliefs of what's important, what's shuma, what's aiba, what's, all these things. What's a sin, what's not a sin. If you were born in, Kiev or somewhere else, then you'd have a different set of beliefs, which means these things separate us. Now, in order to unite people, we need facts. And facts will always unite us because they're true, whether you believe them or not. They work. When we start analyzing life, we realize that nothing is more shocking than the truth. As they say in America, reality is stranger than fiction. Okay? So the problem is we're afraid of finding out some truths. So we stay away. We don't want to analyze ourselves, our behavior, our beliefs, our religion, our culture, our customs. We don't question anything. That's the way it is. But if you don't question it and it's giving you stress, well, I'm sorry, it's not going to change, because as Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if you have any problems in your life, it is due to something you're doing. Okay? Meaning, it's not just a coincidence that the same people always have problems, always in fights or arguments, and others are beloved by everybody and have no issues. So the thing is, we're gonna have to face the truth and face our facts. So none is more hated than he who speaks the truth. That's a saying by Plato. Okay? Because when you say to somebody, hey, you're wrong about something, look, proof is here. Look at this. This cannot be. Well, automatically that person will age. It's just like Galileo when he announced that the Earth was not the center of the universe. Well, he paid dearly for it. So things like that. So you got to go with the masses. And in philosophy, we always talk about avoiding the masses. If you're doing like the masses, you know you cannot be doing right, because ingenuity never came out of the masses. Henry Ford that created the first car, or Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or Einstein, they're not people that did like the masses. They avoided the masses and took time to themselves to confront the truth and the culture in order to change it. So if you don't do that and just keep doing like what you're doing like everybody else, don't expect to rise to the summit of yourself, to attain your potential. Okay? So in order to really hit your excellence, you have to take time to yourself and confront your demons, your mistakes, your shortcomings, things like that. Okay? So most folks prefer belief, spirituality, faith over evidentiary fact. This is the planet. We are in a planet of people that have just beliefs. You go to India, they believe in cows or whatever. Here they believe in a flying horse. In another country they believe in, Jesus being the son of whatever. So the point is, we all have our beliefs. And these beliefs do not unite us. Because you believe this, I hate you. You believe this one, I hate you. But facts will always bring us together. So the point being here, so if you believe in spirituality and just whatever you want to believe, you're not going to get to the actual wisdom. You just believe what you want to believe. Some people say, we're all vibrational beings, we're connected. What evidence do you have for that? Okay, you can say whatever you want, but if you don't have a reason to believe it, tell me why I should believe what you believe. So here we're going back to facts rather than just, belief and what we want to believe. Okay? Now, here's the difference. Pessimism is basically after observation, Let's say you're my patient, I'm a doctor, I check you out, your cancer is all over the place. And they say, oh, what do you think? I'm pessimistic. I don't think it's going to work. It's all over. So it's being honest about an objective, and there's no hope for you. Now, negativity, seeing you before I even check you out, I'm sure she's not going to work, make it. I've even checked. So I'm negative about life beforehand. No, I'm saying after checking. So after seeing life, I see that there's crooks, so I'm going to do a contract before I go into business. So it's pessimistic, but it's just because life is like that. Had I been born on utopia, I wouldn't have needed all these things. So negativity is beforehand, okay? And pessimism is after the fact, okay? Big difference, okay? So the problem is our expectations. So in order to be happy, because let's not forget that philosophy is wisdom, and that what we're looking for is peace of mind, and never be troubled. So our expectations are the problem. We always, when we project onto a plan or an idea, what do we think of? The best. Okay, you're gonna get married? Oh, I hope everything's gonna be great, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna have children, I hope they're the best. What if you have a child that is sick? Why are you going to be devastated? Here's the point of this. When you have children, you know for a fact that there's a chance they can be sick or they can be healthy. So if they're healthy, great, but if they're sick, you knew that going in. You knew there's a strong chance they could be screwed up. Okay? If you get married, okay, you marry a husband, since it's mostly women here, you know that there's a small chance he could be a good guy. There's another chance he could turn on you, become a scumbag, and cheat on you left and right. So if he cheats on you, why are you devastated? You knew that going in. So if you prepare, they say in French, un homme averti en vaut deux. Okay? So which means if you prepare, you know that there's a chance that your husband, or husbands in general, can cheat and be bad guys. Then first of all, it makes you more prepared. Then you're going to really choose a husband more carefully, and you're going to do more things for him not to do these things. Okay? So let's stop always expecting the best. Every time we make a plan, let's say I'm going to open a restaurant. What do I dream? That it's going to work and I'm going to make money. But what if it doesn't work? Why am I going to be devastated? There's a chance going in when you open a business that it may not work. So this wisdom is being objective. You see life, some businesses work, the others don't. So don't be devastated. Don't waste any of your energy being devastated. Just say, hey, that was part of the deal. It's a possibility that it's going to fail. So I just pick up and start over. Do something better. Or learn from my mistakes and move on. Anything you undertake can go wrong or can go right. So if it goes right, wrong, that's part of the deal. Next, move on. Okay? So let's not worry about what we can. That's what I said. We're going to do 100% on the things we can change. We're going to do 0% on things that cannot change. Okay? So that's very important, not to waste your energy. So emotions are pre-existing condition. Well, what does that mean? It means that when people stress or fight or something, let's say it's a couple. If you have fights all the time, it's not because of what's happening there. It's because of what's happened in the past. So you accumulate all sorts of bad energy, and then the littlest thing happens, and you blow up. And what does that mean in life? It means that when you go and have an argument with your baker, with your painter, with your electrician, with your banker, the problem is not that what happened, it's you. You are the problem, you are the solution. Because you're making a big deal about small things that after death, you will realize are not important at all.